lights and took them red-eye flights. Hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Bills and the Chargers on Sunday night.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got... The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Trent, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, he's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run up the middle with Foster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Allen now on first down. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He finds his man complete. It's Nash. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Now a 3rd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Nash. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Shifts by him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. On first down, Trent. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Holding offense.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Now a handoff up the middle. Trent. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. Hines now on the return. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. His throw incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Jake Camarda now. Taken from just outside the 30. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. Had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Going up the middle, Foster. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offense. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Is this a touchdown? That's the question.
After review of the play.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
They'll try and punch it in with Foster. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
That one's taken in by Spears. And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Again, Herbert.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught at the 25. So thanks to the late touch.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On play action, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 44. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First and goal, Foster. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On play action, Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Running for it, here's Cook, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. There he goes left side.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Allen. Austin Eckler, 65 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Foster on 4th. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Cook up the gut. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing, Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Bills. From 10 yards out.
And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Herbert and the Chargers down 21-14. Just under 2 minutes to go.
How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Herbert. That's caught by Palmer.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Throwing, Herbert. He's got Eckler.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert to throw.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Herbert. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Herbert going to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Herbert.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert.
Hey, you got your 1st down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Herbert now to throw.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute. And from tying this.
And while it appears.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And, partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Allen. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the sand. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. To throw is Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Running on 1st down, Eckler sheds him off at the 45. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 93 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Herbert on 1st down now. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bills will take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. Allen. Staying up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Now Allen. And oh my gracious. If he could have just clutched that and fallen to the ground, it's an overtime victory. But instead we keep going. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially get out of here with a tie.
The kick by Bass is good.
And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Come on.
I'm back up beat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
Will 3 points be enough to do it? We'll soon know as we continue here in overtime.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
What can I say? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.